like to
I
start.
saw the check.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Purple Pill Podcast, episode 95, the number one show in the world for dating. Sorry, right here in Dallas, Texas. You better hit that like button on y'all's way in. Check us out. Hit that notification bell so you can see us every time we're live, and hit the subscribe button if you're new here. Please hit that button for us. We're now live to Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, Rumble, and YouTube all at the same time. So show some support. Open another browser and watch it on one of those. We got a Purple Pill Pod live channel on YouTube too. We're trying to get blessed by the algo, so please don't open that up. Also, if you want to be a real fan and help us out, go subscribe to that. But yeah, let's just go ahead and get into it. We got a really fun night tonight. We got some really beautiful ladies. I'm really excited about this show. Honestly, they look like they're very drama heavy. So this is gonna be a good one, guys.
Drama heavy.
I'm just messing with y'all. We had a good talk before. I don't think they're gonna be that bad, guys. These are good girls. Yeah. No, these are good girls, guys. I promise. We're only getting you the best now. Shout out to Bassett. We got the greatest recruiter in Dallas, so we're always getting you all the best. But yeah, shout out to my producer Donnie in the house, and we got Bassett helping out. I appreciate you, bro. Ladies, we like to start with just knowing what's your name, what's your age, your education level, what you do for work, and your relationship status. Can we start at the other end?
Yes. My name is Sylvia. I'm 22. I went to college for a little bit for a year. I'm a dancer. What was the other question? That's it, right?
You said you went to school for a year. Wait.
I went to college for a year.
For a year, and then you're a dancer now.
Yes.
What kind of dancing?
Yeah, what kind of dancing?
A stripper.
Okay, cool.
I love it.
Yeah, at least she's honest. And then relationship status?
Oh, single.
Single. Okay. And then next up, what about you?
I'm a Ruby. I'm 23. I don't know. It's not much to me.
Did you go to school?
No, I finished high school, but never really went.
Barely.
Barely, yeah, barely.
What you doing for work right now?
I work at Sweet Green.
What's that?
It's like I like to say it's like a cute little white people bougie salad place.
Oh, okay. I've never heard of that, but it's a salad place.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, actually. I thought you were gonna say stripper also, since she was.
No.
I guess not.
I just hang out with baddies, but.
Hey, no, that's a good thing. What about you? What's your name, age, education level? What do you do for? Oh, wait, relationship status?
Oh, yeah, taken.
She's taken, guys. Don't even try. None of those pictures. Don't send any of those pictures to her.
Which is a good thing. So for any of you city boys out there that ain't looking for a relationship, neither, she's not either. So y'all already 2 steps ahead. So
Yeah.
City boy.
I know what's up. What about you, though?
I'm Dana Nicole, as known on Instagram. She's Dana Nicole. Right now,
Huh?
kind of. Yep. I am just having fun with life. I'm not actually. I actually am a mom, so I'm 26 years old.
Oh, fuck them kids.
Fuck them kids and fuck them too. I'm joking. No, I love my daughter. Don't. But yeah, I'm actually a mama, and I kind of live on my own, and I don't really work. No, but I need to be working. So
How do you get away with not working?
Right?
I don't know. The economy is just really bad. I'm just like, what the fuck? How do you do
really?
With inflation and everything.
Oh no, I got
That's that
sugar
baby daddy money
that?
right there.
Is it the baby daddy money?
That's the baby daddy money and the sugar daddy money.
Oh
Okay,
man,
girl.
Finessing.
So all I gotta do is lay on my bed, and
I
I saw the check.
or
nigga.
ugly.
Wow.
Okay, so-
wait.
But yes, no, I didn't go to college, but I was a dental assistant. I was a makeup artist, and I opened up my own event planning business. So I had like 3 different things going for me that I could have. But I'm so ADD that I literally like switch from like job to job to job because I think that I'm like talented about everything. So I just kind of like move careers. And people are like, why don't you just keep one fucking thing? And I'm like, well, because I feel like I'm good at everything.
Another one.
She's a jack of all trades, master of none.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
And so, I'm guessing since you have sugar daddies, do you consider that that you're single, or do you consider yourself kind of taken by any of them, or like how does that work?
So, okay, so I guess we'll get started on that topic.
Well, it's just because I gotta know how your relationship status is.
Well, so I don't know really how to explain it. I'm like, a lot of guys like me, but at the same time, I'm like, hey, look, if I gotta make my bread, you know, you're just gonna have to deal with what I need to do. So it's kind of like, you know, either you take it or leave it.
Either you
So-
let me have my sugar daddies, or you just like
and, yes, and just know,
and just be okay with it,
Yeah,
or you're not gonna be with me.
yeah, but like it's not that I do anything with these like sugar daddies. I literally just, talk to them or do stuff like, like I wouldn't cheat, but I
You
would
definitely
just-
don't sleep with any of your sugar daddies. What you're saying?
Yes.
Okay, they're like strictly financial,
Yes.
and they know better.
Yes.
They know they're not gonna get nothing else.
Thank you.
Okay,
Yep.
good.
I'm curious. Do you have any other guys that are part of your roster that give you other resources other than, money or rent, whatever?
Yeah, I do.
Like dick.
I mean,
No.
she did say she was dating somebody, didn't you?
Do what?
Did you say you were dating somebody?
Yeah, I did.
He's the strictly
Oh.
dickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the strictly dickly.
No, he buys like my groceries and
Wait.
Oh, so
don't know if y'all
so he's strictly dickly, but he also sugar daddy's a little too. He's a little right.
No, he's not. I wouldn't consider him a sugar daddy because that I'm like, oh, I like you
Because you actually like to sleep with him, like you actually like him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he still wants to help provide for you, just like all the other guys. Yeah, what a sweetheart.
He introduced me to this actually the other day he introduced me to this like scene that's one of the most funniest scenes in the world, and it was Wanderlust.
Wonderlust. Like the movie? Like what? Like what? Like what are you talking about?
explain?
The movie.
Like what I saw? I've never seen that movie, so I don't know what scene you're talking about for
So
sure.
Paul Rudd does a scene where he's like, "You gonna take that dick?"
Okay, I know. I know what scene you're talking about now. I've never seen the movie.
Okay. I mean, I can totally reenact the scene.
I
but,
saw
like,
you did it
it's
very
so
well.
funny.
Yes.
Yeah, he goes, "You like my erection selection?"
Good job, Bassett.
Yeah.
But so I gotta ask, like, how many people are on your roster? If we're being like honest, and like like I know you're probably like sleeping with one of them, but like, how many guys like help out with other things? Like, do you have like a guy that's for rent, a guy that's for the car payment? Like, do you have like different guys for different things, or like how do you how many are on your roster? You would say.
Well, yeah, you gotta have one for everything.
So like one vacation guy,
like-
one dinner guy, like so like how many though? Like 5, 6?
I would say like 5.
About 5. I think that's like the average for girls in your situation. Like most of them usually end up with like 5 doing that. Why aren't I gotta ask, since you're a stripper, why aren't you doing that? Because like, so this strategy that she's doing is a dating strategy that's actually very popular today, because it's really hard to get all the resources that you want from the guy that you really want. So a lot of women sometimes will end up in a situation where it's better to just get a bunch of resources from different guys and only have sex with one of them. Why don't you do that though? Since you're a stripper, like I know you have a lot of guys that pursue you and that talk to you and stuff like that. Strippers have a very easily ability to get in and do the same thing. Or do you already have something kind of like that where you have guys paying for stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, but like you're not fucking any of them.
No.
You're looking for a new strictly dickly,
Yeah, one that doesn't lie.
one that doesn't lie.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, that's all men, so
Yeah,
gotta
wait.
Pick my favorite.
I gotta ask, like, why do y'all think guys lie? We'll start with you on it. Like, why?
Oh, because the last guy that I was with was just a liar
He was just a liar.
about everything.
So, but you don't think that there's like a reason behind why he lied?
I don't know it.
Well, like, I mean, there has to be a reason, and you have to know it because, like, what did he lie to you about?
Oh man, Let's where do I
get into
Like
Yeah.
being with other girls, like stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, like, why would he lie about that?
I guess to keep me around.
Because he wanted to have sex with you while also having sex with other girls, right?
Yep, I guess so.
And don't you think that if he lied, it was just because like he couldn't be honest with you? And I don't think that you probably gave him the ability to be honest with him. Like, I bet if he wanted to be honest with you and say, hey, baby, I want to sleep with this other girl, you probably would have freaked out. So that's probably why he lied to you.
So I've been like, go sleep with her, but you ain't gonna sleep with me no more.
Yeah. It's just
Right.
usually, though, you can find a root to the problem of why, like, they lied to you. And it's usually fear-based. Like, he's scared. He's not going to tell you the truth because he doesn't want to lose you. So he's going to just go do it.
I
Yeah.
think it's mainly just like for selfish reasons.
He's being,
Yeah.
he's
As in,
being a
like-
selfish prick.
Yeah, as
Yeah.
in like, well, not like a prick. Not let's not say that, but I'm saying as in like, a lot of people love and adore what they have and don't want to lose that, and that's why they, sometimes it causes people or men to lie about it because for their own selfish need, they would like to keep
They want to keep you for themselves.
right for no one else.
Yeah.
I think.
You think that's a good reason why? Why do you think guys lie?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh. No, exactly what they said, but at the same time, I mean, I was married at one point, and I caught him lying after, and I would have proof. Hey, you're lying. Like, tell me the truth, and he'd be like, "No, I'm not. Oh, that wasn't me." I'm like, "Are you delusional? Are you delusional?"
He's on the
Like,
delusion.
I gotta ask though. So, when you're in this, when y'all are like with these guys, like the guy that like you were, smashing, like the guy that like you were married to and stuff like that. Did y'all like have a Instagram? Did you have an Instagram?
Yeah.
Did you have an Instagram?
I did, but it was a private one, and it was when I was with my ex-husband, who I had a kid with. So I had made my Instagram private, and I only let close friends know what I was posting.
How many
But-
followers did you have?
Like 100, like 100.
And despite like you barely having nothing on your Instagram and all that, he went and cheated.
Yeah, and it was sad because it was with, no offense, it was with a stripper, and
Shots fired.
For real.
I mean, no, I used to be a dancer though. Like, no.
She's like, I get it. It's
no
fine.
hate in the game. No, I know, but it's like
You need a haircut.
go back to that, and it's like, okay, what was this all for? Like, I can dance for you. I could put on some heels right now and like put on a dress and dance for you if that's what you wanted and give you a blowjob, but like you're asking to go get it from somewhere else, so it was kind of like it was really hurtful for me.
What about you? Did you have your Instagram?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it like pretty open, like public?
Yeah, it's
Do you have ass pics?
do I have ass pics on there?
No, I don't think she has ass pics.
But do you show your body? Do you show your body off? Your bikini pictures?
If I go on a boat, maybe.
Hey, what ass?
That's it. Rude. No,
I'm
so
fucking- I'm fucking with
the
you.
reason why I asked that is because like so in today's society, I would say that in general there's like two dating strategies. Like a guy's dating strategy is to pursue women. I think we can all accept that that's normal. Like in general, I'm not saying every man, but I'm saying in general, most people, the guys usually pursue the women, and in general, usually women are pursued. Like a guy comes to you, in general. Obviously, y'all can do that on your own if you wanted to. But the thing is, since that's y'all's strategy is usually in general letting guys come to you, and a guy's strategy in general usually is pursuing women, I think it's a little backwards sometimes when you're in a relationship and like say you wanted to take that guy seriously or something like that, but you have a ton of options open to other people and you're advertising yourself, because your strategy isn't to go up to men. Your strategy is just to advertise yourself. So using Instagram, it is a dating app. It's the biggest dating app in the world today. Everybody dates through Instagram now. That's the first thing that you get whenever you go to a club and you meet a girl. It's Instagram. It's not even a phone number anymore. So Instagram is the biggest dating app. And women like to have it public today while they're trying to talk to somebody. They like to post ass pics and do stuff like that. And I would argue for that guy, like, your husband's a piece of shit. But for like that guy, I can understand why like he might feel insecure, and he's just using his dating strategy because you're using your dating strategy. At any moment he could lose you because you're constantly using your strategy. So he's like, fuck it, I'm gonna constantly use mine too. And but like for your husband, yeah, that was just fucked up, man. You're a good loyal woman, and he just fucking blew it.
Yeah, and to go back to like where he found me is like kind of like, okay, you already had what you wanted, so and then you go and like turn around and I don't know, but I do respect him for being a good a good father to our daughters, so I'm very happy with that.
Does he do 50-50 with you?
Yes.
And he pays child support?
No. unfortunately.
I
And
thought you said earlier that you got child support.
no, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
No. And then I asked for groceries. Nope. Mm-mm.
Well, I mean, it's 50-50.
I'm like, well, you're not doing shit for me. So it's like,
Well, that's what 50-50 is. Like, I mean, if you don't, like, you can take them to court if you think you can win. But I mean, obviously, you're not trying to take them to court because you know that you might not win.
well, no, just because I know I can't afford that shit.
Yeah,
So it's
well,
like-
I know, but well, usually women win though. But like, if you have any slight thinking that like you're not going to be able to win, I wouldn't want to waste the money either. So it just depends how confident you are. If you were super confident, you would fucking get the money and you would do
I'm
it.
so confident. I'm just like so like, ugh.
It's not worth the drama and going through the
Oh,
court
dude,
systems and
like,
shit.
Everything. I had to sign over like $1 million home to him in order to get my marital check. Like, I mean,
Jesus Christ.
I'm just at this point, I'm just kind of like, all right, you know what? Fuck it. Just
You're living the life. It sounds like you got a marital check. What? How much was that for?
I can't tell you that.
Is it like a lot?
No.
So like these guys that y'all chose.
Actually, it wasn't a lot.
It wasn't?
Sorry, I didn't mean to
Well, like
say that,
for like this guy, like I want to y'all like describe me like y'all's guys that cheated on y'all like this. Like can you give me a descriptor of like how tall they are, what they look like, money they make, stuff like that? You can go first.
What?
Give me a
Oh.
description of your ex-husband.
He was a very handsome man. He was older than me. I really liked him. The second
Was it dead or something?
no, he's not dead. But like I don't know, like there was just never any compromise because he was older than I was. And then
He wanted it in his frame.
he didn't there was
He wanted everything to be and he's the leader. He wanted to be the leader of everything.
which is fine. I'm very like now I know better. Okay, like I need to be like
Now I know better.
now I know better. Like I want to be submissive. You know, I know that a man is a man and a woman is a woman. Like there's just
There's
that's
roles to
just how
play or
it is.
something?
Yeah, I mean like a man
So do you
is-
kind of regret it now? Like, do you wish that you could go play house again?
no.
No, you like being single,
Mhm.
or yeah, you like this life.
Yeah, because I ended up moving on, and then but I did meet a trash guy, and I'm not gonna say his name because that would be defamation of character. But I would say that I met another guy because he kept letting me go out by myself with my girlfriends,
What a good
and
guy.
he didn't want to go. Oh no, he was worse than my like.
Because he would let you go out.
No,
I thought you said that he would
yeah.
let you go out.
Yeah, he would let me go out, but he didn't want to go out with me, but I wanted to do that. So it's like, okay, you're in your 45s to 50 years old. And it's like
Damn.
I'm in and I'm in my 20s. Like you got a hot ass fucking bitch on your hand. And it's like
What the fuck
Okay.
is good pussy?
and it's like okay, well, you're just like he's like, well, all I want to do is like watch sports on the couch and like not really do it. Like, and I'm like, okay, how about we compromise and be like, all right, well, why don't we go to
No.
That's exactly what he said before I could even say it. But I was more so like, why can't we just go to, a sports bar and you watch your sports and I drink my drink and I live my 20s and then that's it.
And that
you
didn't
know?
work out.
Oh, no. And he was like, well, why don't you just go out with your girlfriends all the time? And he would just send me along and I'm like,
You don't even want to protect me, bro?
well,
You don't even want to, show off me?
yeah. And
Wow, what a jerk.
And then I caught him cheating on my laptop one day where I'm like working. I'm like,
Damn, he must have thought you were mid or something. That's crazy. He had to cheat too? Jeez, what a fucking dickhead.
and I'm working and I'm reading and I'm like, are you what?
No way.
I was like, lips closed. I'm zipping my mouth. Like, I'm not going to argue with him about it because I want to keep my marriage together, one, and we have a kid together. So, like, I don't want to let that go. It's just kind of like whatever. But eventually, I started going off and doing my own thing, and then he would hire private investigators.
You went on a whole other level. Did I swear your movie? I've only met her like what, maybe 30 minutes ago, dude. Your life is a fucking movie.
I know, right? That's why she was like, I was here to fucking tell it today.
Like she is spilling the tea today.
No, I like it. Hey, we love honesty. Honestly,
Yeah,
we
well,
love honesty here. So no,
So I'm a Pisces, so I'm like really honest.
that's why, guys. She's a Pisces.
We love hard and we are loyal and we tell the truth, and like I'll just tell the truth, and that's like that's why when I get with guys, they're like, don't lie to me, and I'm like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, honestly, you want to know the truth? I'll fucking tell you the truth, and you may not like
You're gonna
it half
cry.
the time, but like,
We'll put that to the test later.
but like,
Oh yeah, good one, Donnie.
yeah, but like, if you want to know it, then ask me. If
cool.
if
We'll put
you
it to
want
the
me to
test.
tell you the full truth, I'll tell you the full truth. There's nothing wrong with
Oh.
that.
What about you though? What's your guy look like? Like describe this guy that you were with before.
He's older too.
How much older?
42.
Okay. What he look like? The gym guy?
Kinda. He wasn't that tall though.
He wasn't that tall,
No.
but he was a gym guy who'd go to the gym.
Yeah, every so often.
Like he took care of himself. He was a healthy 42-year-old. Like it wasn't a 42-year-old that was like,
Yeah,
oh, this guy's gonna die in 10 years.
Yeah, you couldn't tell he was 42. You would think
He looked
was-
way younger. How old did he look to you?
I don't know.
He
Good
looks
genetics.
Like, he looks like in his good early 30s.
Early 30s. Wow.
Late 20s. He didn't look old.
Yeah.
Really good
Yeah.
genetics. How old do y'all think? Well, she's the only one that doesn't know. How old do you think I am?
Oh, I am the only one, huh?
I think you're like 28.
Yeah, that's good. We'll live with
29.
that. We'll go with that. I'm happy with that.
You're
No,
lying. You're like 35.
no, no. I'm 20. I'm 29. I'm gonna take that.
So
Uh,
I got a quick question.
yeah,
I
go
gotta
for it, bro.
ask. So for the ladies, Sylvia and Dana, y'all both mentioned that you do strip or have previously stripped. Based off of the regulars that come through there, would you say they only stick with one specific girl that they always want around, like whether it be table dances, lap dances, whatever, or are they pretty open, like they want different girls every
Varieties.
time that they want to go in? What would y'all say from your experiences?
For me, a lot of my customers, they're just like a one girl type. Guys.
Really?
Yeah.
But most of like
Is that what they tell you?
Well, I mean, they only go when I'm there. They
So
only talk
so
to
that's what
me.
you think?
from your observations as well? You never
Yeah.
see like some that you see
Well, I
coming
mean,
in
other
often.
guys-
Do some of them have
Men
wives?
a
Do some of
lot.
them have girlfriends and they still come and see you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
How about Dana?
Oh, wait. Okay. Oh, so you're asking about male customers that would come into the strip club?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. See, I just saw dollar signs. That's all I really saw. I was like, you know what? You're here for what you want, so I am here for what I want. So no hard feelings at the end of the day, but give me what I want and I'll give you what you want. And it's not going to be anything. Well, I never was like sexual with my like with my customers,
Yeah.
but at the same time it was just like, hey, business is business at the end of the day. We all got to, you know.
Did you meet your husband at the strip club?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
The reason why I asked that, because both of y'all mentioned about guys that wanted other women, even though they're still with you, is no different than customers that come to the strip club. They want variety. Men want variety.
yeah, that's why
So-
they had a wife or they had a girlfriend and they still came and saw you because they like variety. It's not that you're special. It's that he's probably he would tell you you're special, but he's probably going to another strip club or going to get his dick sucked somewhere or doing something else too. He trust me, guys like variety. They don't want just one girl. Women want quality, the best quality man. If you could you would put all your eggs in one basket to one good. If he was a badass dude, looked the good, had the financial and everything, you would want to have like what you have with all those other guys. I guarantee you like to have that with one guy if you could, right?
Oh, 100%. But girls are different from boys.
Well, no, I'm just saying though, like
Say what?
y'all. So what I'm saying is though, is like a guy though does want to smash multiple girls. Like a guy wants quantity. He wants numbers. He doesn't want just one quality person.
All right, I'll go into that. So with my next boyfriend that I ended up meeting, I ended up giving him like threesomes because I was like, okay, I think maybe I was like, okay,
She's tried it all, baby.
Right? She's been through it all.
Well, she's trying to figure out how men work. Good job
and
testing it out. Hypothesis.
Put
Wait,
her toe in the
with
water.
another girl, or I hope.
Was it like 2 girls, 1 guy, 2 guys, 1 girl?
Excuse me, 1 guy, 3 girls. I pulled in all
That's
the
a
hottest
foursome.
bitch.
Wow.
Oh yeah, I mean it's technically you just get to fuck whoever you
And-
want, and,
and-
I get
and-
to direct it.
And so like, what happened?
So I would bring in like hot ass girls,
All right.
and I liked it because I actually kind of like girls too.
I think that's true. Yeah. I
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean it's sexy. Like I don't think I like girls in the sense that I want to be in like a relationship with a girl. Ew, gross. No, no offense to people that do, but me, I still need to have dick in my life. So I have to have masculinity in my life, and I cannot be with a feminine like
A
It-
feminine dude.
I just can't. I
But like, what
can't.
happened with
Nigga,
him?
you gay.
Like it sounds like y'all had like a good little thing going. Like, what happened?
So no, we had a good thing, and then like the first time he fucked up, and I gave him his first like threesome, and I think that he didn't exactly know what to do, so he was kind of like, like he was not going by the rules that I had already told him.
What was the
Hey,
rules? Like, no kissing another girl.
Yes.
Okay.
No. No. Coming on another girl.
He couldn't come on her.
No.
Wait, so he could fuck other girls, but he just couldn't come?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't kiss her and don't
Hell
come
Only
on
on
her.
me. I deserve
So,
all. That's
Did
me.
you have him like blindfolded the whole time type of thing?
So it's like you're gonna
No.
fuck her and then finish on me type shit.
And if you
Yeah.
And if he
If you
finishes
don't,
on
we're gonna
her, that's a
fight?
problem. Okay, so what's the other thing? There has to be something else that pissed you off
I
too. Like, what else did he
bamboozled.
do wrong?
There was like I think that was like my only 2 rules.
And that really pissed you off that he broke those 2 rules,
He broke. Yes.
and you were done with him after that.
Like
Like, what stopped y'all talking? Basically,
I
is what I'm-
switched on the lights and I tried to fight my own friends that I brought into the room.
Yeah, you try to fight them.
What
Yeah,
the
I
fuck?
started
This is why I don't think threesomes are good in a relationship, guys. Like, it's fine on a fling,
No.
but goddamn, like, I think it's really sketchy with a relationship.
It gets better. Okay. I allow the first fuck up, and it's like, okay, even though the first fuck up happened, like, just know the rules from here on out. And if we're going to do this, then we're going to do this, and it's going to be together, and you're going to have to, like, we can have fun. But, like, playtime is playtime, but follow the rules at the same time. I mean, there's rules at the fucking park. There's rules at a like anywhere. Like there's rules at a dog park. So it's like just follow those rules, and then
What happened?
we can have fun.
So what happened next?
What? Okay, so then I ended up like having like my friends that didn't really find him attractive or didn't really want to have sex with him, but
So
they
it's
were
not-
like, "We'll just do it for you." Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good.
Oh, and and then so that would happen, and then it was just kind of like he understood from there on out, and he got to have fun. I was like, "Go ahead, babe."
And
Like,
so are y'all still together or no?
hell no.
So what happened? Why aren't y'all together anymore? That's why I don't know like what ended breaking this up. That's all I care about.
You really want to know?
Yeah.
He was like hitting me and cursing me out every morning. So yeah, it was.
bitch! You give somebody a threesome, they're gonna beat the shit out of you afterwards. Apparently, holy shit!
Yeah,
You don't want
I'm
me to
like-
come? Fuck you.
And then he would sentence me to
That's an alpha male right there.
It's about to go down.
there was something wrong in his head to where he had this like manipulative
Did you ever shit test him or like push him emotionally to a point where he was crazy?
no
Never.
no
Never.
That's a
I
lie.
was submissive because he always told me, he's like, listen to me
He's like,
and do what
I'm
I
gonna
say.
knock the shit out of you. Shut the fuck up.
Yes.
Yo, what you say, Ruby?
Like he was
Yeah.
closed fist hitting you.
Yes. And he would touch me
Shit.
and he would throw me on the floor and he would
Is this like a football player or something? Like anybody famous
he
that we
used
should
to
know
be a
about?
basketball player, but
Oh,
he think he was daddy's money, so he felt really
Entitled.
entitled, and he felt that he could do whatever he wanted, and that's not the case with women. Like, just still be a man. Like, a woman will be submissive, but like still be a man and like, you know, be gentle and like, you know, just know that there are boundaries and like, you know, obviously a
Yeah,
man.
pretty crazy. He crossed those boundaries if you're blessing him that hard.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
That's
kinda
what's
like-
mind boggling. It's like, holy shit, what a dumbass, you know, what a fucking idiot. But I gotta ask. I want to try one of these questions from this awesome game that our friend brought in today. Thank you for that. What is the most controversial opinion that you got? Most controversial opinion.
Oh, let me think about it. Hold on.
Sorry.
I don't know. I gotta think. You should have asked me this before, so give me time to think.
Here you go. What do you think is your most controversial opinion?
There we go. I think my most controversial opinion is. Oof, I have a lot. I would say probably the president and everything that's going on in the world.
You're really against like just the right now presidency that's going on right now?
Yeah, it's just
You're just ready for something new? You're ready for this next election? And the world's all messed up? You hate everything or what?
yeah, I do.
Okay. I mean, that's not controversial. I think everybody agrees with you. What about you? What's your most controversial opinion?
I know.
You don't know?
I don't wanna hurt
You had all that time to think about it. You can't think of nothing. You're like, I need to steal
Me
something
trying
from her.
to think too. Still like, damn.
Can't think of nothing.
My mind's.
It's
all
okay.
over the place
Nobody's
right now.
gonna. I know that she's an open book over here, so y'all are probably like, "Whoa, I don't want to be that open." But no, just tell us something. What's an opinion? Controversial.
She believes the Earth is flat.
No.
I mean, I don't know. There's just a lot. I mean, everyone has different opinions, you know.
Just.
But I mean, I don't know. I guess like
What does everybody disagree with you with, but you still hardcore believe it? You stand on that shit 10 toes down, even though everybody tells you you're dumb for it. Come on, don't be scared.
I don't know. I'd have to like really think about it.
Here.
No, because there's like a lot. There's a lot.
Well,
but I would
think of
wanna
one
pick,
and you
a
go real
good
quick.
One.
I guess one thing that people always give me shit for is stripping, but I mean, I really don't.
That's your like your controversial opinion. You think stripping's okay?
Yeah.
Do you think that like if you're getting married to a guy, like and he wants to like have a family and kids, and I'm guessing like you're gonna find a guy with good money if you work at a strip club, so like he's able to take care of you and do everything correctly and stuff. You don't want to quit stripping.
I mean, I probably would.
You would for that, like a
Yeah.
family. That's the thing that you would kind of settle down for and stop.
Yeah.
Is there an age that you would want to do that at?
Not specifically, no. Eventually, yeah, but
But
I
there's
know right now, definitely not.
But like, there's not like an age that you're like, I don't want to strip past this. Like, I have a bunch of friends that are like bottle girls and like work at Hooters and stuff, and all of them are like, I don't want to be here past this age. Or I don't want to, like, do you have that opinion for stripping? Like, are you like, I don't want to do this past this certain age or anything?
No, not really. I've always been in the nightlife industry. Like I've been a bottle girl, I've been a server.
So you,
People on to the street.
yeah, literally. Did you find it? Did you think of a good controversial opinion?
I guess it would be kids. You know how certain.
You really don't want kids
No,
at all,
no.
dead ass. But is there a reason behind it?
Truthfully, I just feel like I know it's like the most stupidest thing ever because everyone always says this, but truthfully, I just think I'm too small to have a baby. Like I feel like I would die. Like
Yeah.
that is legit a fear of mine to get pregnant and give birth and just die.
I
So
don't-
I don't ever want to have kids.
I think the mortality rate is like super low for birth
No,
right now.
I know.
Like-
No, everyone always says like Ruby, if like small people can have babies.
Like, how small do you feel like you are? Like, you think that your hips are too small to have a baby?
Yeah, I feel like A
I feel like
baby
I'd
would
look
fucking like
stupid.
destroy the shit out of me.
That's
But
crazy.
no, then
Yeah.
you have a C-section.
That still messes you up.
She's like, I don't
Yeah.
want to. I don't
You know, a
want to.
C-section,
Actually, it
they
doesn't mess you
take
up that
out your
bad.
guts and then like no,
Put them
like
back in.
yeah, like that's a whole thing just to have a baby, and then like I don't know it.
It
I
ain't that
love
bad.
myself a lot, and I don't want to put myself through that. I
So
just feel like certain people expect for women to have kids at a certain age, or like after how many years you've been with the person, or how many years you've been married. I feel like that's total bullshit because if I don't want to have kids, I'm not gonna have kids.
yeah,
I'm sorry, but it's not gonna happen.
if you met like a guy of like your dreams, like I'm talking like your dreams, like a unicorn, like in every aspect, and looks and money and everything, and how he takes care of you, that wouldn't make you like kind of have a feeling of I want to have your babies. Like I really like. You don't think that if you met the perfect guy, you would have that urge?
In a perfect world, as in to where like my man's was like the most perfectest person ever, then I'd give it a thought. If he would ever want to have kids, then maybe. But everything would literally have to be fucking perfect for me to be like, you deserve for me to go through all this pain for you. It's a lot for women.
Yeah.
To
Yeah.
go through shit for a guy who can give a shit and
Just
cheat
walk
on you
away.
while you're pregnant or leave you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one thing I'm like, no, you don't. I feel like that's something very special to someone, and you shouldn't just give it away to anybody. So
Yeah, so I like to say like a lot of men today that don't make good, y'all mess with guys that make good money. It sounds like because y'all are in the nightlife industry, or you just like y'all are pretty girls, so you can talk to like wealthy guys. But like I would say that if y'all ever deal with the guys in a lower bracket, maybe they're really attractive, but they don't make a lot of money like the rich guys. Like those guys, I would say they might be very insecure to get married because they're not financially in a good point where they can have the good wedding for you and they can pay for a good honeymoon and all that stuff. And I think in the same way, women today are insecure about wanting to have a children because this world looks horrible. Like everything looks so bad right now, politically, just economically. Finding a good mate, finding a good guy to do it with, all that shit is really hard and scary. That's why I asked you, like if you met a unicorn, if you met like the perfect thing, like would you do it? Because I would argue like I think you really would if you could. It's one of those things where like I think every girl wants that, but it's just a matter of being in the right situation. That's hard.
I mean, the person I'm with right now, he has his kids, which I'm very like grateful and happy that he does, because then that takes away the thought of us having kids. And he's kind of at the area where he wants to go and enjoy his life now and live his life and just spend his money on doing things that he wants to do now. And I'm all for it because, I'm very happy that he has that type of life already, and I can enjoy my life with him as well.
And still get the little bit of the kid thing
That's why
going.
I'm like, I'm cool with not having a kid. I feel like I've met like my.
Do you think a man with a kid is more attractive or less attractive?
I think it just depends.
Yeah.
It just
It
depends.
really just
If
depends.
he
'Cause
actually
there's
take care of his kids.
yeah.
Yeah, well,
there's-
like we're gonna say like a guy's a father and he's a good father. Is that attractive?
yeah.
Yeah. What do you think?
What?
Is that attractive?
Yeah.
She's like, I'm spacey.
That's why I
She
like
said, "Fuck them kids."
but that's why I respect my ex-husband so much that I had a baby with, because I feel like, okay, you may be a piece of shit to me, that's fine, whatever, I'll handle it with you, but like as long as you're a good father to your children, I think that is key.
Yeah,
That's life.
yeah,
I mean,
but I would argue that it's actually really attractive when a guy has a kid if he's a good father. It's actually called pre-selection. It's the same as if when you see a guy that a lot of other women are attracted to, it just shows that he's safe. Obviously, that man's a safe bet. Unlike that weirdo that's just walking down the street that you have no idea about. If you see a guy and he's surrounded by 6 beautiful women, that says there's something safe about this man because 6 other women trust this man. And it's the same with children. If a guy has a daughter and he like takes care of her really well, and that means, oh, this is a safe bet. This is a guy that isn't a bad person. Like he has a daughter, he watches her all the time. Like he's able to provide and protect for him. It's an automatic signal of you're a safe bet man. And that's why it's called pre-selection. Next question I want to ask: where would you like to be a year from now, or 5 years from now, or 10 years from now? We'll start with you on this one.
wait. Okay, so where would I want to be for 5 years from now, and then 10 years from now?
Yeah, let's just do that. We'll just do 5 and 10. Where do you want to be in 5 years?
5 years, I want to be married again and have another baby and have a family and just be happy, really, and be able to create my own my own career if that's what I want to do. 10 years,
How many kids do you want?
only 2.
Only 2.
I
Oh,
don't-
so one and then one more or 2 more?
No, I have 1. I want 1 more, and I'm
That's how I feel
tapped
too. I
out.
want 2 also. Well, and then what else for the 10-year? What would you want?
10 years, I would say maybe, I don't know, just be happy and live life at that point. It's like all I want is happiness.
All you want is happiness.
Just chill and
I think you'd be pretty happy if you got your 5-year goals. If you hit your 5-year goals, I think that you'd be happy at the 10 years. So yeah, that's a
Yeah.
good one. What do you think? What do you want in 5 years? What do you want in 10?
In 5 years, I definitely want to go back to school. Figure out what kind of career, life decision I want to make later on in life.
How old are you again?
23.
And right now you said you're doing what?
I work at Sweet Green.
At Sweet Green. So you don't know like any idea what you want to go to school for? Or do you have a good idea of it?
I definitely want to go back for business just because I know there's so many of opportunities out there in business. Either you can create your own business or just follow with another business kind of.
I'm going to give you a big tip. You can skip school right now because there's a huge wave going on and just learning sales skills. Anybody can become a top 10% or 10% person in society if you just learn sales skills. There's some people like the scripts for that shit is getting so intense that, and you need to see it as like the 1% has the top 10% people doing all their sales scripts to finesse the 90% bottom people. And if you can be one of those top 10% people that's doing the sales for that top 1% people, that's when you really make it up there without even a degree. Like, and the cool thing about sales is usually you don't have to invest anything in it. You just get a job in it, you memorize scripts, you get really good at it, and that's it. It's all mental games.
Yeah.
What about you? Or did you answer 10 years?
No.
What did you want for 10 years?
Definitely traveled more and at least have a house with like a nice yard for my dogs.
Travel more in a nice house?
Yeah.
For your dogs?
That's
How many
like
dogs you got right now?
Just one.
This one. You gotta get the backyard for them.
Yeah.
What do you want in 5 years and what do you want in 10 years?
Well, me, I really don't plan anything. So for both, I just want to like travel and be happy and like whatever happens, happens. Like that's how I am now. Like it is what it is. Whatever, if I meet someone, then that'll happen.
If not, it's no big deal.
Yeah, if not, whatever. I'm gonna be somewhere by myself either way.
Yeah. In 10 years, like same kind of thing, or you want something more serious in 10 years?
If it happens, if it don't, I really don't.
If it happens, but if not, you're not worried about it.
Yeah.
Okay. I wanted to ask because you had brought up, like you want to travel more. Do y'all think that it's attractive? Like if a guy was, trying to date and like find a new girl, do you think that if he saw a girl that's well traveled, like he goes to her Instagram and he sees that she went to Italy and she went to Dubai and she went to Colombia, like she's just been all over the place. Do y'all think that a guy is going to see that as more attractive for a relationship? Or do y'all think that he's going to see that as less attractive for a relationship?
I think it's more.
Wait, you can go ahead. You think more?
Yeah.
What do you think? For one of y'all? What do you think?
I think that it honestly sets a goal for a man to be like, hey, I want to provide for a woman like that, and I want to be the upper one. Like, I mean, as you should. I mean, I think that sometimes men maybe have forgot their, like, their role as a man, and it's like, this is what you're supposed to do for a woman, and a woman is supposed to do what she needs to do for you.
So what's he supposed to do for her?
So, like, just be a provider.
Like take her on better vacations? I'm confused.
No, it means just like, okay, learn your queen and understand what she needs without her having to ask you what you need.
Oh, so like if she's a well-traveled girl and she likes vacation, that means that he should automatically know that means I need to take this girl on lots of vacations?
No.
Okay, I'm confused. Like, what do you mean?
I mean, like, a man taking, like, the initiative to just be like, hey, I wanted to do something nice for us because I think you and I deserve it. So let's go do it. So I see in that.
It's
like,
more attractive because of that? Because he's like,
Yeah.
oh, I can travel with her because she's traveled before.
No.
I'm so confused. Like you're just confusing me. Like,
It-
like what's the benefit? Because that's what I'm asking is like, what's the benefit? Like, why would a guy want to be with a girl who's well traveled?
Well, I mean, yeah, sure, she's probably been well traveled before, but I feel like a man should want to take the role or the initiative or do something special for his girl to be like, oh, I want to, like, like, hey, I made reservations for dinner like next weekend, or I booked a couple massage, the other
Mhm.
day for us for next week. And then it's just like sweet gestures, I think, that like.
But what does that have to do with like the vacation thing?
Oh, the vacation. Like the vacation things, I feel like.
Like what makes it more attractive that when a woman is well traveled and she goes on vacation to a man?
I don't think it really matters, honestly.
You just don't think it matters.
No.
Okay. What do you think? Do you think it's more attractive to a guy if a woman's well traveled?
I think yeah, because like, I don't know for every guy. Obviously, I can't say, but I feel like they can see like, oh, like she obviously can take care of herself, or can go out by herself, or do things for herself. It kind of just like, I guess if
Shows that she's like not a leech. Like she's not gonna leech off of you because she can take care of her own shit.
Not just like that. I'm
Yeah.
probably like they're not as dependent.
Oh, so she's just more
Probably.
responsible and
Yeah.
self-reliant. She doesn't need anybody to take care of her.
More self-aware, as in like I really don't need.
yeah,
No,
like she went on
you
the
know, if
vacation
I-
alone, she
yeah,
gonna go.
Is that more is that more attractive when a woman has a mentality of I don't need a man? Do y'all think that's more attractive?
I don't think it's more attractive, but I think it is like a good thing to have because
Yeah.
you should never ever, men or women should never depend on anyone. You should always be able to take care of yourself, regardless of
Yeah.
what
So
the situation is.
do you think it's more attractive if a woman doesn't need a man?
If a what?
If a woman doesn't need a man, like if she's like, oh, I don't need a man. Like, do you think that's attractive to a man?
I mean, no, because in my eyes, I feel like men are the dominant ones, and that's how it has been for years and years and years and years. But I think that no, a woman is supposed to do what she has to do at home, cook, clean, take care of the baby. Like, that's a full-time job itself, and I've done it before. I was a housewife. So I feel like.
A guy likes a woman who wants to be needed. That's what we're talking about.
You said what?
Does a guy want a girl that says that she doesn't need a man?
I don't know if guys want that necessarily, but I feel like guys like to for girls to be submissive to them, and I think that
That's part of that dynamic.
and yeah, and hey, like if you want to do what you want to do, I'll support what you want to do, and you can just go be your own boss, and meanwhile I'll still be doing what I'm doing. So it's just kind of like a mutual thing, and I think that's fair. So.
Do you think that's attractive to a guy to a guy whenever a woman doesn't need a man?
I feel like it just depends on the guy, because a guy can see it and be like, oh, like I can't manipulate her or something like that, and be like, that's not what I want. Like it really depends on the guy and what they're looking for.
Will men lie to get sex, ladies?
Yeah.
I feel like if they're bums, yeah.
If they're bums, yeah.
Yeah.
You don't think that all men would do it?
I mean, I can't speak for all men because I don't have a penis,
No.
but I've met my fair enough.
I mean, just from the guys that y'all were with, it sounds like they definitely had to lie to be able to get sex. They lied to you to be able to get sex from you and get sex from other girls for two of y'all. So, do y'all think that a lot of guys like to lie?
Yeah.
Yeah. So can we then bridge the conclusion that possibly that a guy, like you said, some guys don't care, but couldn't they have just been lying and said that they don't care, that they like a woman that doesn't need a man, but it's really because they're just trying to say what would make you happy so they can have sex with you?
Yeah, that's
A lot of guys will say, I like a boss babe, I like a woman like this, I like that, and it's all just to get in your pants. It's not at all to because that's literally what they want, because they're hardwired to not want that. Like, and honestly, if we want to be honestly 1,000% real here, women don't know at all like what they want. Like, they need a guy to tell them what they need. And like a lot of women think that they know what they need, or that they don't need a man or something like that. No, in reality, you need a man to tell you what you really need. Because if you just go with what you want and you chase what you want your whole life, and you go to those men that buy you all the stupid shit that you want, they're like, yeah, baby, whatever you want. Like those simp dudes, they're just like, yes, I'll take you wherever, I'll buy you whatever. You find out once you get to the end of that rainbow, that's not really what you wanted.
You end up with nothing.
Yeah, well, you just learn that that's not truly what happiness is. And usually a guy who really, really is down for you, he's going to tell you exactly what y'all need and what's important. And I think it's messed up today because we always say, like, I don't need a man. I don't need a man. It's like, we need each other, guys.
It's a fair.
Like, men and women need each other. It's not, I'm not going to sit here and say women need men and men don't need women. No, it goes both ways. Like women need men, and men need women today more than ever.
Yeah.
Guys, like I haven't done this analogy in a long time, but there's these horses. I forgot what they're called. Norwegian pull. I can't remember what they're called. They're Norwegian something. And these horses are so strong. They're the strongest horses in the world. Okay, what happens whenever you take a horse and another one, and they pull single handedly? How much do you think they pull by themselves? They pull about 4,000 pounds by themselves, which is about a car. Okay, and that's how much they pull by themselves. What do you think happens whenever you put two of them together? It quadruples. It doesn't just double, it quadruples. What do you think happens whenever they make those horses spend months together, 6 months, a year together, running in the fields, playing, spending all their days eating and stuff? How much do you think they pull after they do that for a year?
I mean, more than that,
4
'cause
times
they-
that, 50,000 pounds. And it's all because when you're equally yoked and you got two people that are pulling together like that, it's not just a doubler, it's a multiplier. It's a multiplier. And when we stay single all the time, and we say, I don't need a man, and men say, I don't need women, we end up never multiplying together and buying homes, putting money in our 401ks, building families, the things that are really important. Trust me, there's a lot of people out here that are finessing and getting everybody for so much money, because the more you're single, the more you go on vacation, the more you buy makeup, the more you buy all these things that are based on the single marketplace. And they like that. The powers that be, the 1%, they fucking love us being single. The second you come together, they start losing money. So don't ever have a mentality of like, you don't need a man. I'm telling you, because it's unattractive for one, and it's just not true on the other end of it's not true. You do need a man, just like how I need a woman. Let me see those super chats.
Yeah, we got quite a few here.
Oh, poor man. What's up? Jay Bow the vet. Question for the ladies. Do you want to work for the rest of your life? We'll start with you on this one. Just real quick.
No.
No? What do you want?
Yes and no.
Yes and no?
Same.
Because you kind of want to work part-time, even if you were a stay-at-home mom or something, you still want to work part-time?
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't want to like full on depend on my partner. I would
Yeah, be
to
like
have
bored
my
and
own
shit.
little-
Yeah.
my own little
Yeah.
stuff.
What do you think?
I would say yes and no too.
Kind of like her? Like the same
Yeah.
answer? You need a backup plan for just in case something bad happens, right?
Not a backup plan,
I
but
get
you
bored
also
too.
But yeah, you get bored. I would say that's the most thing, is you don't want to be bored, obviously. You need to have a side gig. What was the next one? Poor Man's Podcast. Shout out to you, bro. Ask her, what is a woman supposed to do? Ask her what a woman's supposed to do for a man. What's a woman supposed to do for a man, you think?
Well, I had stated it earlier, so if I don't want to, there's a reason why there's a word called retirement, and I think that not everybody wants to work for the rest of their lives, and I think that you work so hard in your first times that you're working to the point where you get to where you can just be happy and like relax and chill. Like I don't see anything why like why you feel like you should work all the time. That's debilitating. It's exhausting. But whenever you need to work at your hardest and do it, get it done, and then be done with it. That's it. But there's a point where I think that like a woman should know her place. Like if you're having a man take care of you, and what your job is to do as a natural woman is to give birth, which is enough already. Breastfeed. I mean,
Which is
take
pretty
care-
hardcore too, huh?
Yeah, take care of the baby, feed the baby, cook, clean, and that's like alone a job. It's a full-time job itself, to be quite honest. I mean, I think that's enough.
Yeah, I agree. I 1,000% agree with you. But yeah, that's what a woman should do for a man.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I agree with you on all those. What do you think?
Me.
Yep. Talk to the mic.
Say it all over again.
What is a woman supposed to do for a man?
I mean, be submissive.
You think being
I
submissive?
think
Yeah, that's a good answer.
That's a
That's-
big thing. It's to be. I mean, it's what a woman is supposed to do is be submissive to their man.
That's the easiest answer for sure. What do you think?
Yeah, that's what.
You have nothing else? You don't think there's anything else a woman should do for a man? Sexual access every day?
Not
Oh,
every
that's-
day.
oh,
I
not-
mean, maybe.
not
I guess that's pretty
but-
submissive. I guess that's under the submissive
Hell
category.
yeah.
What, you don't have anything? You can't think of nothing?
The submissive. That's what I was gonna say.
You would just be as submissive
Yeah.
as possible. What's the next one? $20 of Poor Man's. Thank you so much, man. Everybody, go check out Poor Man's Podcast React. Straight out of Fort Worth, Texas. One of the biggest influencers in the city. If she knows what a man's duty is, ask for what is a woman's duty.
So we kind of answered that one.
If she knows what a man's duty is, ask her what a woman's duty. Yeah, we did. We just did that one, huh? What's the next one? $5 from Dr. Matt. Ladies in general, do you think a guy prefers a girl with many tattoos or no tattoos, assuming everything else is equal? Okay, so in general, do you think a guy prefers a girl with many tattoos, many, we're going to say a lot, or no tattoos, assuming everything else is equal? So that means that she's submissive and she's pretty and all those things, and all that's equal. But do y'all think a guy likes a woman with a lot of tattoos? We're going to say like sleeves and I mean, y'all got some tattoos, but we're going to say like hardcore tattoos. We're going to say sleeves and like, yeah, kind of like that, but on multiple parts of somebody. Like, do y'all think that a guy prefers that over a woman that has no tattoos? We'll start with you on this one.
I don't know. It depends on the guy.
Depends on the guy, yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I mean, it really is
Just depends on the
their
guy.
opinion. Yeah, what they like and what they don't like.
What have you heard as a stripper? Guys, a lot of people say good things about them.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, I like that one. That's cool.
I like that one. I mean, what does this mean?
Yeah.
Where'd you
I mean,
get
girls-
It's a
that?
good conversation starter, huh?
Yeah, girls
Yeah.
do get a lot more compliments on tattoos.
Mhm. What do you think about it?
Well, I think that the world is becoming a little bit more like, open to
Yeah, secular.
tattoos. So it's kind of like back then, like my ex-husband and then my ex-boyfriend, like they didn't really like tattoos, but they were like, okay, if you want to get them, whatever. And now, so I'm seeing more of men that are like, oh, I think that's sexy.
Mhm.
Like, but yeah,
Yeah,
like,
some guys like really like it, huh?
yeah.
Yeah, they're like, oh, I only want girls' tattoos, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, some of them do. It just depends on how tatted they are too.
Yeah.
I feel like, tatted up guys want tatted up girls.
Yeah. You're gonna, I want to match your hedonism.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't have any tattoos. Why would I put a bumper sticker on a Lamborghini, ladies? It doesn't make sense,
Oh,
you know.
Oh,
The- Shout out to Nuke in the tat also. No, ladies, I want to ask though, why do people normally get tattoos?
It's
I
just
just
for their
like
own.
'em.
Yeah.
You just like them?
It's just for our own.
Yeah?
Liking.
Why do you get a tattoo?
I get them because I'm a dork, and they all have meaning.
Oh yeah, they all got meaning behind them, right?
Yeah.
Usually, would y'all say that sometimes they have meaning behind them? Can we agree on that, or is it always just a random Friday the 13th one
I think I only have 3 that have meaning.
That are meaning?
or-
that are meaningful? What about you? How many of you got that are meaningful? Talking.
3.
3 of them that are meaningful. How many are meaningful for you?
All of them.
All of them? They were all like over like some type of moment in your life, and you're like, I need to go get a tattoo.
But yeah, my
Yeah.
my aunt once told me, she said, think before you go and get this done and make sure that it matters. So I always she's like, if you don't, I'm going to laugh at you. So I'm like, oh, okay, let me like really think, do I want this tattoo? Let me sleep over it and be like, okay, yeah, I do.
Do women ever get tattoos over trauma, y'all think?
Oh,
Absolutely.
100%.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Do y'all see how if a guy is trying to date a woman, it might not feel very good to want to date a woman that you can clearly see possibly has a lot of trauma, and that's why she got a lot of tattoos?
Then that's a weak man. Because if you're really insecure about some tattoos, bro, you got some real issues.
Well, I gotta ask really quick, do y'all think trauma is the same for men as it is for women?
No.
No? What do you mean? Do you think it's worse for a man, or do you think it's worse for a woman? Why is it different?
I think it really just depends what you go through. There's never a.
We're gonna say physical trauma. Grape, beating.
It goes both ways.
You think it's the same? You think that if a man goes through
I
those
think-
things, he's gonna be just as messed up as a woman is?
No, because a lot girls are more.
Emotional
sensitive
creatures,
and-
right?
and
Guys are
more
really
emotional,
logical, and
yeah.
women are really emotional.
Yeah,
So if
yeah.
something physically horrible happens to a woman who's very emotional creature, you instill it in a different way, correct?
Right.
We can agree on that.
Yeah.
So because of that, and I hate bringing this stuff up honestly, because like it's not a fun thing to say, like it doesn't feel good, but trauma honestly ruins women.
Mhm.
And the reason why is because if your daughter or somebody gets raped at 7, 8 years old, it can make them hypersexual, make it to where for the rest of their life they're going to have trouble with relationships and all types of things. So whenever we look at that and we see that there's something throughout all of history that men did that was called mate guarding. Guarding's not just between me and like my girlfriend. Maid Guarding's also a father to his daughter to make sure that nothing bad happens to her. You have to guard them and make sure nothing happens. And the reason why that was such a big deal was because he wanted to make sure he could marry for, 50,000 years ago or 5,000 years. He wanted to make sure he could marry his daughter off to a man that was, a good man for her and wasn't going to hurt her, do anything horrible to her. And she needed to be a good, healthy, smart person and make good babies for that man if she was going to do it. So we've always had to protect women. Y'all are the vulnerable sex and men are the disposable sex. And that's why guys do look towards trauma. And that's why youth is a big deal whenever a guy was picking women for thousands of years. For thousands of years, the only way we could tell that this woman was going to be able to pop out 5 to 10 babies for me is how youthful she is and how beautiful she is. Beauty shows signs of no disease, signs of no sickness, signs that you're healthy and you have good genetics. Long hair shows signs of good that you're healthy, nothing bad has happened to you. That's why they used to shave women's heads to show as like like a humiliation for women, because it would take so long for them to grow it back, and it was a sign of beauty, it was a sign of health. So men really do care about trauma. Men really do care about finding a woman to have children with that doesn't have trauma, because your trauma also goes into your children. If a woman had a lot of trauma in her life, it's going to directly go into her children whenever she has children. So we really do care about those things. And that's why I'm saying, like, I'm bringing up the tattoo thing, because that is something that causes some guys to be like, she might have gone through a lot of shit, I'm going to avoid her. But I agree with y'all. There's a lot of guys with tattoos and they fucking love women with tattoos. So there's a million dudes out here that won't give a shit because they want a woman that matches them. But yeah, I just had to like give y'all a breakdown of why some guys might not like it. I don't think it's all of them for sure. Do y'all have a rebuttal? Yeah. Can you say anything?
But I will argue that because there are guys with no tattoos that actually realize that a woman has trauma and they want to protect that woman and they want to make her better and they want to help her and like be like, hey, like,
yeah, I think some guys do want to do that. Yeah, they want to fix a broken toy. Yeah.
Yep.
So the way that I see it though is like usually what happens, and this sounds fucked up, but when like I said, trauma destroys women, but I think it builds men. But remember, I said men are disposable. So some men aren't going to get through trauma. Some men are going to go through horrible shit and they're going to off themselves or something like that. And nobody's really going to care because they're disposable. Nobody cares about men. There's we have to protect women because if society fails and we had no women, we're not going to repopulate. But we really don't give a shit about men if they die. That's why men commit suicide 4 times the rate of women. After marriage, 9 times the rate, shit. Sorry, I wrote a chat and it threw me off. Wait, what did you have said? You had said, that some guys like the trauma. So like the thing is, I would say that a guy who likes the trauma, he can do that. Like say like a woman is with the guy with trauma. If a woman is with the guy who's gone through trauma and she helps him get through it, he's going to be a better man and she's going to be in a better position. If a guy gets with a woman who has bad trauma, she's going to end up leaving him broken. The problem is like usually if like a woman has that trauma and say she gets up to 20, 30 bodies, we can easily look at studies and see that she's not good for relationships. She's not going to, her happiness in marriage goes down. Her divorce rate, the divorce rate is higher if she has more bodies. All these things show that it's unhealthy if a woman has a high body count, which is trauma. So if a guy chooses that woman with a lot of trauma, say she was raped when she was 8 or 10, and then on top of that, she went through 30, 40 bodies because she was hypersexual and she was finding herself and she was really lost. Whenever that guy gets with her who has a 6 body count because he's a normal dude, because a lot of guys don't sleep around. I know some of y'all, I know y'all might fuck with some guys that do sleep around a lot, but that's only the top 4.5% of men usually. And so whenever you choose one of those guys, she's going to have way more social calibration than him. She's going to take advantage of him. Her trauma is going to bleed into him. And then when she finally leaves him because she didn't really care about him the whole time, she has issues. He's going to be broken. She's going to leave him broken and he's going to be fucked and he's going to be more likely to do something horrible to himself. And she's going to be fine because she's already done this 30 times in her past, 35 times in her past. So I don't think it's the same at all. I don't think that will a man try to save a woman who has trauma? Yes, but it's because he doesn't have experience and he's never done that before and he has no idea what he's getting into. Cluster B disorder women, which is women with like histrionic personality disorder, borderline personality disorder, psychosis, any of those type of things, like if a guy's never dated a woman like that, he's in for a treat whenever he finally dates one for the first time. Borderline personality disorder is the craziest thing ever whenever a guy dates a girl. And it's usually a girl that's hypersexual because she went through trauma when she was a kid. Now, I'd say about fucking 15% of the population probably has that right now for women. That shit's crazy.
I personally will speak on that, and I will say that yes, I do have borderline personality disorder. I also have very bad anxiety, but that doesn't mean that I'm not like a bad bitch and that like I can't like hold up and be like, all right, let me push through. You know, like there's
I have
a
borderline personality disorder too. Trust me, I don't think it's that bad. I think some people are better at getting through it, and it's the
Yeah.
fact that you're self-aware and you just said you are
Mhm.
puts you literally a league above every other person with BPD.
Mhm.
So because you're self-aware of it. So honestly, I don't think it's that like same for me. Like my doctor was like, you don't really have it because you're so self-aware about it, and he was like, you don't have to worry about it anymore.
I also have adjustment disorder, which that it's like where you have a very hard time adjusting to new situations and it freaks you out and like you just start getting really bad anxiety and you're like,
That's
what do I
weird.
do? What do I do? What do I do? But it's just, I mean, that's how it is. And
Hmm.
like, and there's a song actually that John Mayer made, and it's daughter. It's called Daughters, and it's like, fathers be good to your daughters, and daughters will live as they do.
You like that song?
I love that song.
You look
Yes.
so sweet right now. You're just so nice. Let me ask this one now, guys. I'm sorry, we're gonna pivot. I'm sorry we got so serious there. I'm sorry. Have y'all ever been catfished? We're gonna start on your end this time. You ever been catfished?
I don't think so.
Never. You don't use dating apps, right?
No.
No. Yeah, pretty girls don't use dating apps. Yeah. So so since you don't use dating apps, then you don't get catfished. That's where you get catfished is on dating apps.
Yeah.
Because like some dude will like have a picture on his dating app where he looks like way better than he really is. You know. I'd say guys get catfished a lot. What do you think? Have you been catfished?
No, never.
Never.
No,
Oh, you don't use online dating apps either?
no.
What do I tell y'all, guys? What about you?
I've used dating apps because I was bored and it was like pulling teeth going on new dates, and I was like, oh,
Did you get catfished at all? At least once or twice while you were doing it?
no, I never got catfish. I just got asked like, "What's your favorite color? Oh, what do you like to do for fun?" And I'm just like,
Man, the vibe ain't over the phone, bro. Like the vibe is never over the phone. I think that shit's so weird. Like the vibe is like going when you meet somebody in person. Would y'all agree that like when y'all meet a guy in person, you can really tell if there's a vibe or not? Can you tell?
yes,
Yes, you can. When you meet a guy in person, can you tell if there's a vibe or not?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Like the first time you meet him, usually.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you?
Yeah.
Even like have you ever had somebody come into the strip club and like he's a customer, but you still feel a vibe for him, even though he kind of looks like a trick ass simp because he's at a strip club?
Wait, but like as a vibe as in what? Like he's a weirdo?
No, a good vibe, like a vibe, like oh yeah, I like him, like I might want that, I
You
want
like
to
his
fuck
energy.
that, like he's sexy, like I like
Yeah,
that, like
there's always a vibe.
but always in person.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you? Like, have you ever had that though at the strip club?
I always just tell myself I'm just there to work.
So like even if you see like a super attractive dude come and he like wants to dance from you and stuff, like you try to play it as cool as possible
yeah, because I really don't like.
because you don't want to. But is it also because is it because you kind of wouldn't want to be involved with anybody who's a regular at a strip club, or was your last boyfriend a regular at a strip club?
No. I just feel like going into work, I'm like, okay, I'm here to work. I really don't try to pay more attention than that. Like I have good conversations with a lot of.
I'm not saying that you try to, but does it happen? Have you caught a vibe at work?
Not no.
No, not recently. A long time ago though, maybe.
I'm trying to think, but I don't think so.
But when you go out to the clubs and stuff like that, you can catch a vibe there.
Sometimes
I'm just trying to
I
see.
remember my night.
I'm just trying to see if when you're at work, you just have a whole like if you're just like
Yeah, we're
finesse all night.
Yourself in a different mindset. Like you're here to work.
Yeah, it's only work.
Get in, get out.
Okay, no. What was y'all's most spontaneous trip? Spontaneous, just out of nowhere. Some guys just like, yo, we're flying to Dubai. What's the most spontaneous trip? You first.
My most spontaneous trip was Bora Bora. I was in the French Polynesia, and I had a picnic and ate sandwiches while my feet were in the water and fishies were like swimming around me. It was
Oh, that's
really
pretty
fun.
cool. And it was spontaneous, out of nowhere.
It
Or did y'all
was
plan it a couple months?
spontaneous. No, it was we planned it like within like a couple weeks. But I got to touch, like sharks and stingrays.
Was this
and
one of your sugar daddies, or was this your husband?
my ex-husband?
This was
We
your
were on
ex-husband.
our honeymoon. Yeah.
Oh, that was your honeymoon. That's
Mhm.
dope. Not very spontaneous, but yeah, pretty fucking planned. But what was the most spontaneous trip you've been on?
Probably going to Sedona in Arizona.
Sedona, Arizona. How's that? Like the guy was just like, "Yo, let's drive. Like, let's do it." Like, what happened?
There's the cliff rocks there. It's called the Sliding Rock. It's really well known in Sedona.
Uh-huh.
We pretty much just went and got pretty fucked up and just slid down rocks and jumped off cliffs.
And he just ran.
Yeah.
What was it? Spontaneous as hell? Like out of nowhere, he's like, "Hey, let's go do this." Or yeah.
We were just chilling at home and we were just like, honestly, let's just go do it. We have seen a video.
How far away was it?
It was like a 3-hour drive
Where was this?
in Sedona, Arizona.
Arizona is only 3 hours away.
No, from here, no. I was living down in Arizona.
Okay. I was very lost for a second, but yeah.
No, from here it'd probably be like 24 hours.
Is it like a hiking thing?
No.
Oh,
Well,
it's
there's
just like
hiking stuff
around
there,
it, probably.
but
Yeah.
It's
What do you think? What was the most spontaneous trip you've been on?
Probably Vegas.
Just random. Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
most spontaneous thing I do. Yeah,
Yeah.
because that's something that you can randomly always do because tickets are always cheap as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get free rooms and shit. Yeah.
Went, came back. I did skydiving, but that wasn't like a trip.
Y'all just went down to Waco. Was that around here?
It was like an hour or something.
An hour down south, like going down 35.
I don't know. I didn't drive.
She said I went for the vibe.
Yeah. Was that fun?
Yeah.
I haven't done that yet.
Who'd
so.
you go with to go skydiving?
Who did I go with?
Yeah, that drove.
My homeboy.
Was he a homeboy or like a boyfriend?
No, it's my homeboy.
Poor guy. He probably wants to be in the not in the friend zone so bad. I got asked really quick, Lace. How many guys y'all got in your friend zone?
Oh, only 3 right now.
And that's not those sugar daddies, or do you include one of those sugar daddies in the friend
wait,
zone?
Are you talking about like boyfriends or?
No, friend
guys?
zone, like guys that like you don't want to smash, but you keep them around to just like talk to you maybe. But then kind of not like the sugar daddy because he like pays for shit.
Well, that's hard to answer because like I would say about like 4 whatever, but like but like it's hard to be friends with guys, especially when you're hot. It's like they always want to.
They're trying to fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
They're just beta orbiters.
they're just gonna like inch their way in slowly. The big bad wolf.
Smart guys. What about you? What do you think? Do you want or do you wait? Do you have a lot of guy friends?
I have a few guy friends, but it's like guy friends I grew up with since like elementary. That I barely ever talk to them, but
You barely talk to them.
yeah.
So like if you had like a really serious, I'm guessing your boyfriend doesn't even care because you don't talk to them or hang out with them really, or do you
Yeah.
like
Well,
see them?
I've only been out here for about like 2 years, so I don't really know a lot of people out here yet.
And they're back wherever you're from in
Yeah.
Arizona.
No,
Okay.
in El Paso, because
Oh, okay. Oh, you're from El Paso. Did you have like a like do any of them ever message you and your boyfriend's like, yeah, it's fine, I don't really care.
No, because I don't, like I said,
You
I
don't talk
really
to them like
talk
that?
to them, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if we see like a picture of like a group of friends, then we'll talk. But other than like them trying to hit on me or anything like that, no.
It's not like that.
Yeah.
What about you? Do you have any guys in the friend zone?
I think like 1 or 2.
They're pretty cool. They're not friends with you just because you're a stripper.
Yeah, I knew them before I was a stripper.
That's good. Well, then they should like it then, because then they can come and like see their best friend naked.
We definitely all go and visit her here and there.
Yeah, everybody goes and visits. I was about to ask where you're at, but I don't think we should ask that on the live. Do you think you are funnier than most people? Start with you on this one.
Than most people. I think I'm pretty funny, but I don't know.
You don't know if you're funnier than most people?
No.
Most people that I know, yeah, because I really don't take a lot of stuff serious, and I know some of them do. So half the time, I'm the one that's like making a joke about something. I probably shouldn't.
Yeah, that was a good one. What do you think?
I feel like when I'm drunk, yes.
You think you're funnier than most people?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's pretty funny when
when-
she's.
Oh,
when I'm
everybody thinks
drunk-
they're funny when they're drunk.
Yeah. Well, I mean, no, because people will take fucking videos and then show me when I'm sober, and I'm like, no way, I did that goofy ass shit.
Oh man.
I mean, it's nothing ever crazy. It's just mainly like me just talking shit.
Oh my god, it was so funny. Post it to the story.
We know. Delete that.
Delete that. Do you think you're funnier than most people?
Yes, I am a jokester, and it's people. Oh, I say some pretty off the wall shit, and I just speak what everybody's thinking in the room, and that for me, I think is like super funny. So yeah, I would say, and everybody laugh. Some people will laugh, and some people will be like, "I'm getting up, I'm leaving." And I'm like, "Bye." Like,
Wow.
I'm just joking.
Who's the funniest in all y'all's relationship? Like whenever you're dating somebody, who's the funniest in a relationship? You or the guy?
Both.
Both?
I feel like right now it's both.
Both?
Yeah.
Me.
I've never met a fucking funny girl before. Y'all are crazy.
Seriously, I'm like,
Y'all must be capping, bro. That don't make no sense. If you could switch places with one person for a day, who would it be? We'll start with you on this one.
I would say Kylie Jenner. Everybody's gonna hate me for that, but
Sway.
Someone
I
said
love-
homeflation.
but I love Kylie Jenner. I think she's a boss bitch, and
I
I,
can-
think she
I can
has
tell.
so many businesses running for her, and she's just using what she has and has cute ass babies and lives her life. I think that's pretty.
Yeah, is she dating? What's his name now? Oh, that was such a funny video that they did on Saturday Night Live. What do you think? If you could switch places with anybody for a day, who would it be?
I
Can't say the same thing as her.
no. I would love.
No.
No. I would love it to be either Adam Sandler or Jim Carrey.
Men?
Oh,
You want a dick for a day?
Not a dick, but I would love to be them for a day. I admire them. So
She'd be in front of the mirror in the bathroom, helicopter, like trying to fucking see what it's like to have one, huh?
I would do some jumping jacks.
Yeah.
You'll
Like,
learn what a long dick look like today.
Yeah.
so you like comedy movies or something?
Yeah.
You like those a lot?
Yeah. I
How
do.
funny. I like my girl hates comedy movies, so I bet your boyfriend loves that he can at least watch some good funny
Oh,
movies with
we
you.
do. It's cool.
What do you think? Who do you want to switch places with for a day?
I honestly have no idea who I would switch places with. Like,
Cardi B?
I feel like that'll be funny. Probably, yeah.
She's like,
But you can't think of anybody?
No, like I don't know. Like I feel like
I'm the shit. I don't need to be anybody else, right?
I don't know.
You really can't think of nobody? I mean, if you're the best, then why do you need to be anybody else, right? What is the best gift you have ever received? Start with you on that one.
My dog,
What kind of dog is it?
a Frenchie.
Oh, that is a good one. Is it a fluffy?
No.
Just regular? That's
Yeah.
still a good dog.
Who gave it to you?
Oh yeah. Good question, Donnie.
My last little relationship.
It was an actual situationship, or is this another sugar daddy?
No.
It was a
Actual,
situationship.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you cared about him. Oh. What about you? What's the best gift that you ever received?
It's this little diamond heart necklace with like gold devil ears and a tail.
Gold devil ears and a tail. Okay, but
I
like,
don't have it.
why? Why
Why?
is that the best gift you've ever received? You just liked it a lot. Like it was something you really wanted.
It was meaningful, yeah. It was
Did you request that, or did they just get you that, and you're like, oh, I love it?
they got it for me.
Aw, without you picking it out or anything.
Yeah.
Wow. See, guys don't ever do shit like that, honestly.
Well, I mean, like the story behind it, I guess. It was more like he thought it was more of me, so he wanted to get it for me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. What about you? What is the best gift you have ever received?
I would say my Cartier bracelet. I gotta show it
Into
off.
the mic for us, please.
Talking to the mic a little more.
Oh, so yeah, it's my Cartier bracelet, and it was a Valentine's Day gift, and it means a lot to me. And he told me, you better not ever lose that, or else I'm killing you. I'm like, okay,
Which
Yeah,
which
literally.
which guy was this one?
the woman beater.
The woman beater.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, at least you got to get something out of it, I guess. Jesus Christ,
yeah.
some weird shit. What is your favorite body part on yourself? We'll start with you on this one.
Oh, my tits.
Some big ass titty.
Oh, my
What-
tits are so hot. Like,
Are they fake?
they're fake, but they're squishy and they're teardrop shaped. And, like, it's like every time a man sees me naked, they're like, damn, you have some pretty titties. Like, wow. That, and then my next is my butt. And then my curves.
Okay, we just need one of them. What is
Fat
your,
ass too, respectfully.
what is your favorite body part on yourself?
Prove it after the show.
Body part?
Yeah,
Can it be my hair?
yeah. I don't see why. That's
Your hair is. Wait, my hair isn't.
yeah. You got long ass hair.
Is this like
Yeah.
real?
Yeah, looks pretty real to me.
Well, no, it's because a lot of people always tell me that too. That a lot of people out here have like fake hair, and they're really surprised my hair is all real.
Oh yeah, that is definitely true. A lot of girls do have fake
So,
hair. 1,000%.
I get a lot of compliments on my hair.
Natural hair is a big deal. What do you think?
Mine is my leg because of my tattoos.
You like your legs for your tattoos?
She got a nice booty too.
So you're gonna have to definitely show the chat. So why don't you stand up? For
Everybody,
the show?
every girl that said they like their body, stand up for the stupid chat. You too. Stand up for the chat. Show them. Yeah, show up.
Yeah.
Show, look at these little. They're too
Sylvia,
short.
how tall are you?
Not her getting full on naked over here.
No, just spin. Just a spin, guys. It's not that complicated. Just a little spin. Well, she's wearing black, so y'all aren't gonna be able to see it. Sorry, guys. But you can see. You can see the blue. Y'all can see the curve. Are y'all happy, chat? Chat happy? Okay. Y'all can sit down, ladies. Sorry. You gotta.
How tall are you, Sylvia?
I am 4'10".
Oh, you're 4'10". Wow, that's super short. Who? How tall are you?
in the level crowd say yeah.
Hey, how tall are you?
I'm 5'3".
How tall are you?
4'11".
Oh wow. Do you think that you are smarter than most people? What do you think?
Yes.
Yes.
No, I'm pretty not smart.
Really? What do you
Um,
think?
I think I'm smart, but not smarter than most people.
Where your grades at? You got straight fucking F's and D's.
Why do you think you're smart? Yeah, you definitely have borderline personality disorder.
Well, that I have a borderline personality disorder, and I think I'm a little bit on the autistic spectrum, which there's nothing wrong with that. I think it's a beautiful thing. It's a gift, and I think that we're smarter.
Oh, I 1,000% believe that anybody with a cluster B disorder, if they work past their trauma, they run laps on everybody else in the world. It's just a matter of if they work past it or not. Some people get out of it, and some people don't. Shout out to Nuke. I know, bro. I fucking know. What is one thing people assume about you that is not true? Something people always assume about you, but that shit just ain't true. Like, I'm a stripper, but I'm not a whore. I'm just kidding. What do you think?
I mean, we can go with that one.
Really?
Well, I mean, people don't really tell me that either way, actually.
Yeah.
So,
What's something else that people usually assume about you? That you're wild, you're outside every night.
yeah, but I used to be outside all the time, so.
So they have good
I-
reason
I
for
don't
that,
blame
huh?
them for that one.
Okay. Is there anything else? Anything that's not true that people assume about you?
They think I'm a mom because I have my siblings a lot, but that I don't really care for that either.
Yeah, that is, but
I
but that is a
think
good
it's-
thing. But that is like a good one. What is one thing people assume about you that's not true?
That I'm a bitch or that I'm wild.
And you're really not. You're a super good
She's
girl.
really
I am.
sweet.
I'm
Actually.
very.
I mean, she is the one in the relationship at the table, so she must be a pretty big sweetheart compared to the to the other two that nobody wants to be with. I'm just fucking with y'all.
No, let us start drinking first, man.
I'm just kidding.
No, even if I'm drinking, I'm very
Yeah.
like I'm very self-controlled.
Bassett, is she lying?
That's
We
hard.
didn't drink, so you can't say nothing.
Yeah.
No, but I saw your Instagram though. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm
Hey,
gonna
you can look at it all you want. Ain't nothing in there.
Instagram's not real, right? Hey, what is one thing people assume about you that isn't true?
Well, no, I can't say that there is anything that people. I'm not a whore, but I.
I am laughing.
But I am toxic. I mean, I don't know what
It's an evil world we live in.
But you are toxic. At least you can admit it.
I'm toxic. toxic. Yeah. Well, I'm not. I wouldn't say toxic. I just say over caring.
So like for borderline people, there's like two ways that it can go. Either you're gonna be like the type of person where like when the guy's leaving, like you go fucking crazy because the guy's trying to leave, or are you the type where you're always leaving the guy? Did you hear me?
Okay, repeat that.
So usually for borderline people, there's usually two ways it usually ends up in a relationship. They're either the type where they're constantly leaving their spouse, like they're always like "fuck you, I'm fucking out," or they're constantly always like begging their spouse not to leave them. How does it usually work for you? like-
I'm staying.
You're the one that's always there, and you're like, and the guy's leaving, and you're like, "Stop fucking, don't leave me."
I've only
Like
been
you're like
in-
that.
I've only been in 2 relationships, and the 2 relationships I've been in, I'm like, hey, you leave, we're done. But don't leave and don't give up because it's gonna get hard, but we'll get through it. And
But usually borderline people go crazy. Like, are you the type where you go crazy when they leave? Like, have you ever had a guy go like leave, and you're just like, "I'm not fucking going to," like you just like go crazy, or not really?
oh no. I don't get like that. I get more so like where I figure shit out that I knew they were lying.
You don't
about
spiral
me,
when
so-
shit like that happens?
No.
Usually people spiral hard as fuck whenever like somebody triggers them, but I guess like you don't have that type of BPD, like where you spiral out.
There's different things that trigger me, yes, but other like just basic like arguments or anything, I don't.
It's not gonna make you spiral.
Yeah, no.
We got a super chat.
Yeah, let me see it. $2 from the Embark on the Brilliance podcast. Thank you, bro. What do you think a high value man is? What do y'all think a high value man is? Okay, what do you think?
I think a high value man is one that can be there for their woman and work hard and be successful and take pride in themselves.
Do it
and
all
have
with a smile on his face, huh?
and have confidence.
Yeah. Okay.
Confidence.
What do you think a high value man is?
I would say like the confidence.
Confident
Yeah,
guy?
they take care of themselves very well, like without.
That's valuable. That's what
making
everybody
much
else.
Anybody, yeah.
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 What do
I
you
would
think?
say the same as both of them, but I would add like one who communicates.
Yeah.
One who communicates, that makes
Yeah.
him a high value guy?
Yeah, because that's what I like.
Because you value that a lot.
Yeah, because I value that, and I'm a big communicator. Like if anything comes up, I'm like, hey, like there's this. Let's fix this. Let's talk about it. Like
yeah.
in the moment.
Communication.
Mm.
is
So
key.
for me, that's
That's valuable to you.
yeah.
So like we'll like take it out of the personal perspective for a second. Like say like in general, I would say like in general the way the dating marketplace works, like a high value man is one that all the other women want. He's valuable, high value. So like he could be the attractive 6'4", you know, he's jacked, maybe he got some big dick, like whatever it is that makes him separate, you know, or makes him valuable to people. Maybe he has status, like he has, you know, he's famous or something like that. Basketball player, football player. All those things make a guy high value. What do y'all think a high quality man is? What do you think a high quality man is?
Communication, respectful, like open minded, like things like that.
That's a quality man. What do you think a high quality man is?
I don't know. There's like a lot to it.
Because I mean, like I said, value might mean more of physical type
Right,
things. You
and
know, like what makes a man quality?
I mean, their time, what they like spending. I mean, because, you know, there's men who like doing stupid shit and there's men who do stuff to better themselves and their lives. And I feel like that's better
Because like the
quality.
thing is, a high value man can still be a dickhead to you.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like a guy can be rich and jacked and all this stuff, but he might be like, "Bitch, I don't give a fuck about you," and then, you know, treat you like
And
shit.
then
So a quality man, I don't think would
mindset.
do stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know,
It's kind of more of like bettering,
he's like a better person.
not just better person, but like lifestyle. And
What do you think a high quality man is?
I think a high quality man is a man that is rich as fuck, but can dress like a homeless person and not give a fuck what anybody thinks. I think that,
Ooh, that's a
that's
good.
cool.
That's a good point actually. Do y'all think that you can find a man that is high quality and high value?
I feel like it's hard, but
Might be a unicorn.
yeah.
What do you think? Can you find a man that's both?
I mean, there's Adam Sandler. There's got to be another one.
Yeah, that's a good point. Do you think that you can find a man that's high quality and high value?
I have before, and I was married to him, so yes.
Looky there, you fucked it up.
Most
Ladies, what are you most self-conscious of? That's a really good one. Yeah, we'll start with you on this one. What are you most self-conscious of?
This is really embarrassing, but I have like long nipples, and I thought I wanted to get like a nipple reduction. So, but like it
Wait,
turns
there's a
out that
thing?
guys actually, yes, it
Bruh.
is a thing, but it turns out that guys actually really like it.
Yeah,
But
you said that every guy loved your boobs. You said, what the hell?
Oh no, I was insecure about my small boobs. That's why my ex-boyfriend bought me tits. He was
Your
like,
ex-boyfriend or your husband did it?
my ex-boyfriend. My ex-husband didn't want to until I gave him another kid.
What a man! That's what I'm saying, bro. I always tell guys don't pay for that shit, man, because then she'll leave you, and some other dude's gonna fucking get the benefits of it. That's exactly what happened in that situation. Yeah, as long as your areola isn't bigger than a quarter, I think you're okay. Or areola, how do you say that word? Areola.
Areola.
Areola. What about you? What are you most self-conscious about? She's like my areola.
I don't know. I don't really.
It's hard to talk about something like this on a live channel. I gotta say, I wouldn't want to say what I'm
Not-
self-conscious about.
Not just that, but I feel like I'm just very confident.
So you don't have a lot of things that you're self-conscious about.
Not really.
she's like, shit. I got fucking a list, boy. I'll go through all these.
No, I don't know. I feel like I've gone through phases where I have, but I also like learned to just love myself, and I try not to like.
Let it get to you.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
no,
really have anything.
that's a good thing. I don't think it's bad at all. Are you self-conscious about anything?
No, I feel like I used to just because like I was like obviously I'm small, but like I couldn't find like I guess like my style, but like now like I
You were self-conscious
Yeah.
about being small, like a petite girl, like being 4'10".
I think more like being skinny.
You don't
when I was
like being
younger,
skinny,
but now I'm not.
but it's because like of the fad of like the thick stuff. Like every guy wants
No,
a
I
thick
feel
girl
like
and
it's
shit.
just I couldn't find like things to wear that I guess would complement my body, but like that's nothing I'm insecure about now. Like
Because you found out where to buy stuff from and stuff.
yeah.
Shein.
I mean, not just that, but I mean her confidence too. Her
Yeah,
confidence.
Oh, I'm
goes
sure
up a lot.
stripping like
Yeah, right.
makes your confidence go through the fucking roof. I guarantee it does because a bunch of guys simping that hard. Yeah, dude, that's a lot of validation. Do you forgive easily? We'll start with you on that one.
I say the first time around yes, and then after that, no.
First time, yes.
Yeah, I
After that,
kinda-
not again.
Yeah.
You'll give one mulligan. I mean, that's what they say in golf. Whenever you get to reset your ball one time.
For the most part, unless it's like something really bad, and I'm like, yeah, I don't want to deal with you or deal
Yeah.
with that.
Okay. Do you forgive easily?
It depends on what it is.
Cheating.
No, I don't.
No. What do you think? Do you forgive easily?
No, I hold grudges.
You hold grudges.
Yes.
Is there a difference, ladies, between a guy having an affair with another woman, like like buying like an apartment for her, having like taking her out to dinners, like falling in love with another girl, versus him just getting his dick sucked by another girl in the relationship? Is there a difference, or is it the same thing to you?
I think it's the same thing.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Do you think it's the same thing?
I think there definitely is a difference, but I mean, cheating is cheating.
Yeah. Like
Like
the
for the
concept of
guy's mind,
cheating.
yeah, it's different. It's a different reason on why.
Yeah.
Maybe I just wanted this, maybe I wanted that. So it is different for them.
Mhm.
So like as in a POV,
But for
as a
you, you're
girl,
like,
it's
fuck no, I
cheating
feel the
is
same.
cheating, yeah.
Yeah. What do you think?
Cheating is cheating.
Cheating is cheating.
Yes.
Okay. There's a study that shows that like it showed like 40 or 30. It was like crazy. Like 35% or 40% of men think that getting a blowjob isn't cheating.
I've actually heard that. I've heard that.
That's like
that
a
guys
really-
really don't think that that's cheating.
Yeah. No, it's definitely a thing. I gotta ask though, like whenever y'all cheat, would you say that you have to be emotionally checked out for you to be able to cheat on somebody?
I don't cheat.
But like if you wanted to sleep with somebody else, it's really yeah. You said you don't cheat because it's really hard for you to do it, right? Unless you're fully checked out of the relationship. Like even with after a guy screws you over, it's probably still hard for you to sleep with somebody else until you're fully checked out.
Yeah.
Would you say the same? Like you need to be fully checked out for you to be able to cheat or even talk to another guy? Like
Yeah.
try to do that?
Just because I've been in relationships and I've taken my time to like move on. I mean, if emotionally, yes, I've moved on, but like for me to go and sleep with someone else, like yeah, I have to be in like a full on
Emotional.
yeah
thing
event
going on.
for me to
What about you? Well, you might be different here because you're BPD, but
Well, I've
She's
already
like the next day.
Well, I've already been in that kind of situation with my ex-husband. I knew that he was cheating and I didn't say anything. I was like, well, I'm just gonna do it back. So I'm just emotionally checked out at this point. So
well, yeah. So I would say though, like the reason why it's completely different is because when a man cheats, he's not emotionally checked out unless he's having an affair. I would agree with you if he's having an affair. If he's talking to that girl every fucking day, if he's going to take her to dinners, if he's paying for an apartment for her, he's having an affair. He's falling emotionally for that girl. And that's why it's dangerous for you. Because if you're investing 3-4 years in him or in a baby or something, that's dangerous as fuck. He's going to run off with the other girl. So that's a big deal. But if he just went and got his dick sucked, he can go get his dick sucked, come home, and he still loves you. He still loves his kids. He still wants to pay all the bills. He still wants to be a husband. So it's not the same at all. When a woman cheats, though, you are fully checked out. So you ruined your marriage when you went and got revenge. Sorry. No, I would honestly say like this happens all the time though. Like women get revenge all the time, and y'all aren't meant to be vengeful creatures. Like women are incredibly powerful emotionally. Like you're not meant to be vengeful.
I mean, I don't see the point of getting your lick back. Like what?
Yeah, leave him and find a better dude. Like if that's how you really feel about it, if you really hate the cheating that bad, just find but because like it just makes you look petty. It makes you look bad. Like everybody's always gonna judge you for doing that, not him.
Yeah.
but okay, to be fair enough, you did ask me a question earlier if I forgive easily, and I said no, I don't. I hold grudges,
Mhm.
which I have to get revenge, because I think that karma is karma's a bitch, and like whatever you do, treat others how you would like to be treated. So it's like if you don't want to be treated like that, then don't do that to somebody else. So you're gonna get what you have coming back to you, and 10 times worse, and then you're gonna feel like shit about it because what did you do in the first place? And then you're gonna have to live with that forever. But I will say that at the same time,
I would say if you're vengeful and you went and slept with somebody else afterwards, that's good, better for the guy because that's proof that he shouldn't be with you anyways. A woman that's really down for you wouldn't go sleep with somebody else
Yeah,
after
but
that
don't you think
happens.
it's like the same thing as like karma? You're saying, yeah, karma's a bitch, and then you're gonna go and do that.
Yeah, that's
You
not
don't
karma.
Think, you don't think
That's
karma's
not karma.
gonna come back
Karma
to
is
get you
revenge.
too, because you went out and got revenge.
Yeah, you're just kind of adding to the karma when you go do it. is
Yeah,
what
the
you're
karma
doing.
is gonna
Endless-
basically come back to
it's
you.
an endless circle right there at that.
Yeah, it's like a cycle.
well, to be fair, like I'm known to be vengeful, and I've always lived by that rule. And my name is Dana, so like my name in like means it's in Arabic, and it means I'm
You
God's
one crazy
judge.
ass bitch.
That too, yeah. Very very curious and intuitive. But no, I would say that I did regret once I got with the other guy after my marriage. I did feel like I ruined my marriage because I ended up with a guy who ended up beating me and like was very like ugly to me all the time and verbally, mentally, physically abusive. It was just like not cool. And then I felt like, damn, I ruined my marriage over like I could have just kept it and stuck with him cheating. Instead, I went off and did something else. But like now I regret like I'm like, damn.
You wouldn't do that again?
Yeah, no, I would never do that again. No.
No.
I learned my lesson. Slap on the wrist.
Yeah. Sometimes God has to teach you the lesson the hard way.
Yeah.
What do you struggle with? Start with you on that one.
As in, like what though?
I mean,
Yeah.
you could struggle with addiction. You could struggle with dating. You could struggle with men. You can struggle with getting an orgasm. I don't know.
Not
What do you struggle with?
orgasm. At that point, get a new man.
No, for real. Fuck. Oh. Going to work.
You hate that shit?
It's not that I hate it,
It's
but
fun.
something comes up, like let's say Ruby texts me and she's like, and I told myself, oh, I'm gonna go to work today, and then she texts me and she's like,
we do this all
I'm
the
finna go
time.
out to so and so. You wanna come? I'm like, yeah.
If you're making good money, then why do you want to like go work? Like, well, like if you made a good money the day before, it just depends how good of a day you had, you know? Yeah, I would. That's the best thing about having that job is you can kind of make your own schedule, right? Or do they
Yeah.
make you sometimes?
No, I make
You have to pay $40 to come in, or $20 or anything.
It's
Stage fee?
Like
Your house fee.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it just depends
I mean,
on.
On the
you
night?
make it back. So.
Yeah. But I was just wondering, like, if it's like a requirement there.
Your house fee. Yeah, I think it's at every club.
Okay. What do you struggle with?
Being too nice.
Good.
I
That's a
know,
good thing.
I
You don't
know.
have no boundaries?
I have boundaries. I just feel like it really takes a toll out of me to like address something. I mean, I'll address it, but it really does take a lot for me to be like, all right, look, like this is bugging me. Because I mean, I'm nice. I'd rather just keep my mouth shut and not argue or fight. So I'm just very hush about shit until it really bugs me. Then it takes a lot for me to be like, you know what, we're going to sit down, we're going to have a conversation about it, and we're going to figure this shit out because what the fuck, you know? But I feel like that would be it. I'm just very nice and very laid back.
Too nice.
To where I'm just kind of, I need to.
You need to be more
step
strict
up
on
a little
people.
More, yeah.
Okay. What do you think? What do you struggle with?
Waking up.
Waking up. That's that good life, man. You get to sleep in all the time and just got no worries about nothing. It's like, oh, it's not my day with the kid. I'm good, huh? That's how I feel when I have my daughter on those days. It's like, oh, I don't have to work because instantly I'm usually waking up to try to go make sure she's okay. I wanted the last question, ladies. I just want to ask, do y'all have any questions for me? Is there anything that in your dating life? I do a mentorship for men. I teach them how to date. I also do the mentorship for women as well, but I do it for free for women. So if y'all have any type of dating questions, there's a guy you're trying to talk to. I can't help but say that you probably have. You're like, oh, I'm fine. I know exactly what men are and like what they want, so like that. But I would heavily argue that y'all probably don't. So if you have any question about that, you can ask it right now.
What do you like in a woman?
Definitely just as y'all were saying, submissive, nurturing. Nurturing is probably at the top of the list because it's about children and just somebody that's going to be a good mother to your kids. So yeah, nurturing is really at the top of the list, and then somebody that's complimentary. Complimentary is just somebody that's good at everything that I'm not good at. If I'm really good at making money, my girl's really good at doing everything other than making money, because that's just what I need help with. I need help with making sure the house is clean. I need help with the dogs and the cats. I need help with those things and cooking, because I don't have time to go do those things. I'm working. So you just want somebody that's complementary to you is what I say most guys probably want, is just somebody that's your equal opposite, Also somebody that understands their spiritual strength. I think a lot of women today don't understand that men are physically powerful. We're very, very scary and physically powerful. We could beat the shit out of people. I could fucking knock this wall down if I kicked it hard enough. Like, we're very physically powerful and crazy. Women though are extremely emotionally powerful. So a woman that understands her emotional power and knows how to handle that and knows how to use it wisely. Not to shit test her man too much, not to disrespect. Respect is a huge thing. Respect is love to a man. Yeah. So I really care about respect too. If a woman shows you respect, then that means that she's going to be propped above every other woman because of the respect. A man, the Bible in Corinthians, it says that a man should love his wife and his wife should respect the husband. And that cycle goes based off of responsibility. So if the man is a true protector and a provider and he's fully taking care of you, you should always respect him to the fullest, and in return he's going to love you, or he should love you. That's what his job should be. But yeah, that's it really for that. Do you have a question?
Not really.
Not really. You're in a good relationship, so you're like, I'm pretty fucking happy right now with men. Yeah, you're definitely not a misandrist, as I would say. Do y'all know what a misandrist is?
What?
Do you know what a misandrist is?
No.
Do you know what a misandrist is?
No.
Do you know what a misandrist is? It means the hatred of men. You're not a hater of men. Just like how misogyny means that a man hates or that you hate women. Doesn't mean man, but anybody hates a woman. What about you?
I don't think I have any questions right now.
No questions at all?
Not right now.
I have a question.
Yeah, go for it, Don.
Actually, for Dana. So I know that you said that you have a sugar daddy and you might have other men that provide in some kind of way for you. Does your current boyfriend know about these different men?
Of course.
She's super honest.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, I'll. It kind of bothers me that I tell him so much of the truth, because I'm like, hey, if you don't want to know, like if I'm telling you way too much about what's going on, I'll let you manage this shit. Like I'll let you do whatever you want. But if it's too much for you ever or you don't want to hear about it, then tell me and I won't, but I'm not going to hide anything from you. Like you can do whatever you want in my phone. Like you can ask me whatever questions you want and I'll answer honestly because I'm not a liar. Like I tell the god awful truth. And it's going to hurt sometimes, but honestly,
I don't know why it would hurt if you're not sleeping with the sugar daddies.
Well, yeah, no.
Like, why would that
but
hurt him?
It's just like text messaging.
But like, why would I like the way that I see it is like I don't know. I don't know if
'Cause I
somebody else is
don't-
taking care of the whole other side of the relationship, like the provisioning. It's like, why would you give a fuck?
Because I don't want to hurt anybody else's feelings. It's like
I
you
just don't.
know,
I just don't think that he cares honestly that much.
I feel like sometimes men think it takes away like their masculinity.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I could see that, but you gotta understand he's already not having a lot of masculine. Like a real masculine man would like be already fully taking care of you. So like I think he already knows his position on your roster, which is the guy that you have sex with, the guy that you probably actually have emotions for and stuff. But I'm gonna be completely honest with you if I can. I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but I just don't think he's gonna take you serious in the long run. I mean, just because a lot of guys will do something where like you just have a placeholder relationship, you know, like you have a girl that you're just fucking until like you find the better girl, kind of. So I would think that he's not thinking something serious with you because why would he sit there and try to plan for the future when you have a bunch of sugar daddies and like other options and stuff? It just depends unless he wants that for the rest of his life. I would argue though that most guys, if he wants a family one day, if he wants all that, he's gonna walk away from you because he's gonna have to go to somebody else to have that. If you're always gonna need your sugar daddies,
Okay, fair enough.
unless he makes a bunch of money, he might make a bunch of money. He might be able to take care of you at some point soon, and you don't need no more sugar daddies. I don't know.
There is I pull in everything basically.
Oh, you
and
take care of him?
I don't take care of him, but I am the one that is like working hard because I respect him and I've been like like I've been taught like be submissive to a man and I just want that like, father figure, like just a manly image.
So
in
like,
my life.
if he asks for $20, like you'll send it to him?
Yes.
And like, and
Yes.
how like does that happen often? Like every day? Like does he ask for money or every other day?
No. He never asks for money, but for me, it's like I've been in a marriage before, so when you say your vows, it means it's like till death do we part, and we help each other out whenever anything is needed. Like if we're
Oh, I
halfway
definitely think
done-
y'all are dead ass loyal. Yeah, I definitely think women can be loyal as fuck. That's like the best thing y'all are good at.
Yeah, but no, I don't support him, but I do pull up a lot of weight than I like, which is why we argue so much because I'm like, dude, like you want to marry me, you want to get me pregnant, you like want to have this long relationship with me, but you're not willing to like show me that you can be the provider that you need to be because having a kid is not cheap. Having a child is not. You got to think about diapers, diaper bag, car seat. You know, like we're at a formula shortage right now in the economy. Like if you think about the economy, it's only getting up like
It's only getting worse. Inflation's
it's
only
al-
getting higher. Yeah.
Yes, and we're having to pay more. So like I wrote in my daughter's baby book when I had her and comparing like gas prices because it asked me what were the gas prices today, who was the president, how much did diapers cost, all this stuff. And it's like I look back and I'm like, damn, shit has gone up so fast. And it's like, fuck, like I don't want to bring a kid into poverty. Absolutely not.
How much time do you think you're gonna give him until he kind of like can be more of a provider to like have that with you? You're gonna give him like 5 years, 10 years? Like how much time can you give him?
I don't have any time to waste. I already have a 6-year-old, so I'm not gonna.
Are you that crazy about having a second one as soon as possible?
I
So
feel like how long
I
have
know
you
I
been
don't
with
want.
how long have you been with the one you're talking about right now?
I've only for 2 months.
but like you would like him to like step up and like do everything. So in the next year, 2 or 5, like y'all could do something.
yeah, he's like, I really want to like create something with you and I really want to be with you forever. But he's like, at the same time, he's like, just give me a little bit of time because I'm also struggling. So I'm like, okay, well, if you don't have it, like,
How old is he?
38.
Wait, so yeah.
I'm sorry. It's just
Wait,
it's
and
just
it's
a
only
huge
been
red flag if somebody can't
it's
take care of
only
themselves at 38 years old. I'm
and
sorry.
it's only been
I'm
2
sorry.
months.
It's not that bad. I mean, he's probably just a little confused in life right now or something.
Okay, okay.
It's fine.
So we both yeah, you're excused. We both have like, apartments, but we can't figure out. He just signed a 12-month lease and I just am paying month to month, but I'm paying $3,000 a month in rent right now, which is insane. Plus
Yeah.
my bills, plus I have to get groceries, I have to do all kinds of stuff, like it's
That's a
hard.
lot of work you gotta do to make $3,000 a month.
It's a lot. It's a lot. And
Yeah.
I'm not doing like any, sex working or, I'm not like hooking up with anybody for money. It's just literally like,
I gotta
I'm
spend a lot of time with these old fuckers, man. Got lots of dinners and lots of hanging out.
I'm just trying to talk and like, like whatever, but like it's just kind of like, okay, it's stressing on my back because it's like I'm only 27 when you're 38 and I'm already trying to pull your weight. At least take out the fucking trash, go wash the dishes.
Oh, and
go
he's
clean up-
slacking on those things too?
I gotta tell him.
What? Oh, girl. I don't want to roast this guy because I feel like he might be like a little bit of a good dude, but
He's a brokey.
yeah, he's a brokey, man. I don't know, but the thing is, so like we talk about this a lot, ladies. Like there's there's two different dating strategies for men, and there's two different dating strategies. There's short term and there's long term. And so for a man's short term strategy, what do y'all know about men's short term dating? Don't they kind of fuck anything sometimes? Aren't guys a little bit animals? And like even a guy who's like a 9 will fuck a fat girl that's a 4. Like guys kind of have no standards sometimes. No, I'm not saying all guys, but in general, a lot of guys have no standards when it comes to short-term sex, short-term relationships, whatever. But what does a guy want in a long-term relationship, though? He's a little bit more hard sometimes, depending on the guy, right? Sometimes he's asking for a lot. He wants her to be basically a virgin, or he wants her to be fucking, a super wifey, or acts really nice, or something like that. You have all these different standards for the long term for the wife that you want to have. And women have the same thing. For the short term, y'all are the opposite of men. You're hyper picky for the short term. You want the guy who's sexy, who's tall, who has good dick, who has muscles, goes to the gym. He does he has nice shoulder to hip ratio. Those type of things make a guy more attractive to y'all. He has abs. So whenever he has these things, that's great for short term, but we all know that's not good for long term. A long term partner for a woman is what we call a beta bucks, a guy that he's not going to leave you when he gets you pregnant. He might be a little ugly or he might be a little overweight. He's a good guy though. He's super nice. He's a nice guy. And so those guys are the best for the long run though. For marriage, for a long term relationship, he's not sexy, but the beta bucks is the best dude. He makes good money and he's not going to leave you after he knocks you up. So just make sure, I don't know what that guy looks like. I don't know what any of the guys look like that y'all talk to, but just understand that sometimes you might be choosing the alpha, as we call. And if you are, it's going to be harder to lock him down because he's an alpha and he's the type where he likes having options of women. And most men don't get options. 30% of men under the ages or in between the age of 18 and 30 are virgins and or haven't had sex this year. 30%. So that's a big chunk of men. But the guys that are in their 30s, they're killing it. That's why most of y'all kind of talk to guys that are older. They're the ones that are dating all the girls in their 20s. But yeah, thank y'all so much, ladies, though. This was like a really good show, honestly. I really like it whenever we're able to, peel back a lot of layers on relationships and just how they are today, because y'all were able to prove a bunch of points of how crazy it is right now. Thank you so much for bringing the cards, too. I appreciate that.
Welcome.
Yeah, and guys, I really appreciate everybody coming. Shout out to Being Cheeks, my boy, Bang Tango, Poor Man's Podcast, Embark on the Brilliance, man. Thank you. Shout out to all y'all. Imperious. Oh, are you mad because I beat the shit out of your fucking Lord earlier in that debate? Poor guy. He's still butthurt. But yeah, I will see y'all later, guys. I really appreciate everybody for coming. Shout out to Bassett, their own recruiter in Dallas. Shout out to my boy Donnie. I really appreciate you, man. And yeah, guys, we will see y'all. What is today? Monday. We will see y'all on Wednesday. I got a really good pre-show planned for y'all for Wednesday. Hopefully we got some really good ladies for y'all too. But yeah, thank you, ladies. Peace the fuck out, guys.
Peace and love.
What? Toodaloo, motherfucker.